Kelvin Taylor abamonte so abe fire Afenyo Markin ewo ne nsem bi a obekae efa Kotoka airport a chese omopese omosisane aye na Accra International Airport ena chese Afenyo Markin abeka nsem bi ama ene de idie Kelvin Taylor watana ne so wajojo no wadeshoy no wabubu no into pieces. I was saying more na yengotie ensem ni bi emba.
Be change ni din keke. Na ye de Accra to airport ne so. Muntie Afenyo Markin. The Afenyo Markin guy who basically campaigned against ßawumia. The guy who hates ßawumia and wish ßawumia never won the primaries. Listen to Afenyo Markin. Me say MPP for omujimi muntie no.
That all these years we've had this Kotoka, General Kotoka's name on the airport, and suddenly it is being changed. What is it? After it's Kotoka International Airport, Accra. So Accra is still there. I'm not suggesting any other name. I'm saying that the name Kotoka International Airport, Accra is already there. Accra is already there. So you don't need to remove Kotoka's name from there. So if you come to Accra or even in the country, how many prominent Voltarians have their names on national assets or national monuments? This is the only thing the people of Volta region can also at least see as something that recognizes heroism from the Volta region. And that one too, they are being denied. Well, Honorable Kwame Abuja is from Volta. Honorable Ukujeto Ablakwa, he's from Volta and is sitting in cabinet. Honorable Fifi Kwete is the General Secretary of NDC from Volta region. Honorable Ahiafo, he is the first Deputy Speaker in this government from Volta region. Honorable Kwame Eche, the Fiamepo, Majority Chief from Volta region. And they are all sitting down, watching the government to take away a Voltarian's name, which has been given to our airport, and successive governments never made any attempt to change it. And in this time and age, they are from Volta, and they are in the government, and they are watching Volta to lose its pride. It's up to them.
This is part of the reason why ßawumia wants to change this idiot. I'm telling you. Last week I was in Ghana and I met a lot of senior politicians in the NPP and the NDC. And they were trying to explain to me why ßawumia doesn't like Afenyo. And I'm now beginning to understand why the NPP, majority of them, think Afenyo is foolish. Very, very foolish. This is the minority leader. Such a foolish analogy. Say Kotoka Nidino Kotoka Dini are prominent. And what you are talking about, what has it got to do with Voltarians? So stupid and just tribal foolishness. The level of idiocy. The sheer foolishness exhibited by a raccoon. Listen to him. This is the minority. No wonder ßawumia does not want this fool to lead them. What makes Kotoka's name a prominent name? What makes his name a prominent name? And then if somebody is a Voltarian and the Voltarian believes that Kotoka, who is a traitor or two Kwame Nkrumah, Voltarian or Nyansa will never vote for Kotoka's name on anything. Actually, you people, you the Dankwabuzia criminals, na Ekufuado Busieni, the snitch. He was working with the CIA to destroy our nation. And no, and I'm supporting Tina. You think Kotoka's name is a prominent name. Because people like you are still worshipping a snitch, a traitor, somebody who works with foreigners to destroy our nation. You people, that is the kind of people you are. That is why today you are still recognizing Dankwa. Because Dankwa was a traitor. So you believe, say, upon all the nonsense Kotoka did, you see nothing wrong with it. So let's bring in the tribal, the people you mentioned. They are Voltarians, and they are Voltarians who will not vouch for a traitor. You see, this is the highest form of folly. Right, for the first time, I agree with Bawumia that he cannot allow such a fool who does not think through matters to lead the minority, because if this is the person in parliament leading the minority for you to win power, then you have to understand that you have cursed yourself. You will never get close to power. This should even tell you that Ablakwa, all the people he was mentioning, they are people who are Voltarians and will never vote for a Voltarian who is a traitor. So he is even justifying why those people are intelligent than him. Why should Ablakwa vouch for Kotoka, who was a traitor? Why should the Fiamakpo vouch for Kotoka, who was a traitor? Why should Fifi Kwete vouch for Kotoka, who was a traitor? Why should all the Voltarians in the NDC vouch for Kotoka, who is a traitor? Why should they do that? It is only people like you, Afenyo, and your likes, the piglets in the MPP, who vouch for JB Dankwa, because you have always seen traitors, snitches, people who always fight against their own nation as heroes. That is why in the NPP, you still worship the Dankwa name, because you are not ashamed of glorifying a traitor. The foolishness, the highest form. Mama, politics are a time. And these are the people sit. Jimmy Biato Siltisha, then we say these are intelligent. This is a very stupid man. What has tribalism got to do with this? Yeti Kromha, and ye koyi a whole Kumasi International Airport, and ye the two Ohini, Asante for Hine Bako. Nobody linked any tribal thing to it. Nobody sat here and say, Adentina Kumasi Airport, no, Modiakoto or Hinibi or Yasantini. Asantini BS Kumasi Airport to Asantimemu. Kumasi Airport. Asantini BS Kumasi Airport. And so Yabaya say Koto Premped the second who said, Yen Tanaka say, okay, no problem. Did anybody say, Adentina the airport to Asantini? Ghana history mu Asantini ben na ako a sebio enya tribe ntokwa wako ama Ghana ubetuma bobako mpodin. But we sit here as Ghanaians, we don't care, because majority of ntokwa Asantefo ako a tribal war. It was no war that could build this nation. But we will not sit here and say Asantefo ntokwa a tribal war. We are sidelining them, even though some of them till date they still think say omo person be Ghana for. We don't care. But we as Ghanaians, we accept them as one people. There are people it was in the name of Ghana. But you call Santimemo Prempeh the second airport no obi ka say adentina awonafo ne bumfu ye adentina gonja fo mo Santimemo a omo ne asantefo ma wo ya omo nya mbema tintin ma ende uhu omo ma say sebio mbema tintin no omo bumfu adentina why? Because Afenyo Markin is foolish, very weak-minded. He cannot think through matters. And now understand why Mahmoud Bawumia insists to say it was Amin Adams a minority leader. And now understand. First, I thought Bawumia was being hard. But Bawumia, they have taken their time to analyze Afenyo Markin's level of intelligence. Almost with Jimmy, now you know form. Now so obi MPP nino ya unenia. Now to work as ankwasi asemu your worker say now where Jimmy ana? What do you represent? Ye dino koma ose Kotoka International Airport koma Accra Jimmy. We want the Kotoka name out. It is not the comma that is there.